attention than me.
Twin sisters, and this is our man. We all sleep in the same bed.
If I feel like he has been giving my twin sister more attention than me, then I actually sit him down and then tell him that you've been giving my twin sister a lot of attention, so you need to give me attention also. Whatever he does on the left side, he does on the right hand side.
Sometimes I feel left out. I think sometimes they forget me. When they start gossiping and they have their side chats.
Gossip.
Yeah, you're gossiping about me. I know.
We just talk.
I know.
We don't gossip. We just need our time and talk. Even if everyone comes and goes, she's still here. So I think that's how important it is.
We're twin sisters, and this is our man.
Shalom. This is Brother Kratazal back at you with another short lesson. And to that, I'd like to say Kal Halayim, La Allah Inawai Hawa Bashim Yashai, Bashim Kapidash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Masoon who well. Shalom. Unto the brothers that pushing us works in truth and in sincerity, draw the four corners of the earth, and Shalom. Unto the Israelites who have been scattered among the heathen nations, and Shalom. Unto you, sisters, which is the Akwatiyam, who's listening and learning and obeying your husband. This is your brother Kratazal from the GMS British Camp of Trinidad and Tobago. Right? So hereby where, these jakes, just definitely going off. Right? And sometimes, just because they don't know, or they unknowingly, right, committing a abominable act, which is one of these acts is actually part of the 613 laws, right? And right, and this is the thing where where they actually take away the word from us, where our people don't know, in what they're doing and or basically what they're getting themselves into. All right. So you can see that what's going on is actually two twin. Is not two. It's like he's actually a twin, right? And he is actually with the both of them, and the scriptures talk about that, right? But this is really going to be short, right? We're just going to read through the law of Leviticus 18. All right, so let's get with it. All right, I'm going to it here, Leviticus 18. All right. Alright, it goes up to 30. Alright, so let's read. Law on immoral relation, forbidden sexual practices. Right, this is, I will read in the NLT. Alright, then Yahweh said unto Moses, give the following instruction to the people of Israel. I am Yahweh your power. So do not act like people in Egypt, right? This is the instruction from Yahweh, right? Do not act like the people in Egypt where you used to live, or like the people of Canaan where I am taking you. You must not inmate their way of life, right? And the scripture also talk about do not let's see the way of heathens. Alright, this is Jeremiah 10:1. It said, hear ye the word which I was spoken unto you, O house of Israel. It said, thus said Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen. Alright, so you get any point now. Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed of the signs of heaven, for heathens are dismayed at them. Right, so going back here, right, where it said here in verse 3, right, so do not act like the people of Egypt where you used to live, or like the people of Canaan where I am taking you. You must not you must not imitate their ways of life, right? Because their ways is not our ways. Our ways are pure. Their ways is just wickedness, right? You must not obey all you must not obey all my regulations, and be careful to obey my decrees, for I am Yahweh your power. If you obey my decrees and my regulation, you will find life. Through them I am Yahweh. You must never have sexual relation with a close relative, for I am Yahweh. Do not violate your father by having sexual relation with your mother. She is your mother. You must not have sex relation with her. Do not have sexual relation with any of your father's wives, for this will violate your father, right? That will disrespect your father, right? Verse 9. Do not have sexual relation with your sister or half sister, whether she is your father's daughter or your mother's daughter, whether she was born into your household or someone else, right? Verse 10. Right, verse 10. Do not have sexual relation with your granddaughter, whether she is your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, for this would violate yourself. Alright. Alright, because your son is of your seed, right? And also your granddaughter, like when you become a grandfather, right? Verse 11. Do not have sexual relation your stepsister, the daughter of any of your father's wives, for she is your sister, right? Do not have sexual relation with your father's sister, for she is your father's close relative. Do not have sexual relation with your mother's sister, for she is your mother close relative. Do not violate your uncle, your father's brother, by having sexual relation with his wife, or for she is your aunt. Do not have sexual relation with your daughter-in-law. She is your son's wife, so you must not have sexual relation with her. Do not have sexual relation with your brother's wife, for this would violate your brother. Do not have sexual relation with both a woman and her daughter. Right? That goes in like a man with the mother, and with he having sex with her daughter. Right? Well, that is off, because that becomes your stepdaughter. Right? And do not take her granddaughter, whether her son daughter or her daughter, and having sexual relation with her. They are close relative, and this would be a wicked act. While your wife is living, do not marry her sister. Right, there's a point here for this video. While your wife is living, do not marry her sister and have sexual relation with her, for this would cause rivals. So you basically see what's going on there with jealousy. When she was saying, if if she find he's giving the other sister more attention, she will wanna kick brass about it, and it goes vice versa. Right, so you'll get that point there. right? Do not have sexual relation with a woman during her period of menstrual puberty, right? Because she is unclean at that time. She is unclean, right? Do not defile yourself by having sexual intercourse with your neighbor's wife. Do not permit any of your children to be offered as sacrifice unto Molech, for you must not bring shame on the name of your power, for I am Yahweh. Do not practice homosexuality, having sex with other man as with a woman. It is a detestable sin. 23. A man must not defile himself by having sex with an animal, and a woman must not offer herself unto a male animal to have intercourse with. This is perverse act, right? Having sex with beasts. Do not defile yourself any of these ways, for the people I am driving out before you have defiled themselves in these ways, right? Because the entire land has become defiled, and I am punishing the people who live there. I will cause the land to vomit you out, right? As of basically what's going on in Israel right now, back in the homeland of the Israelites. This is why, of these abominable acts. This is why we were sent off into slavery, right? This is why we were sent off into slavery. That name Jesus, right? To whom the Christians pray to. But that is an idol. That is not the true name of Yahweh Hashem Yeshai. His name is Yahweh Hashem Yeshai, right? Because Yahweh, right? Yahweh, and then you have, Yahweh Shai, which is his son, right? But, the ship that you came across was actually named Jesus, right? Right? So the name Yahweh means he exists, and Bahashem means in the name, and Yahweh Shai, savior, or he deliver, right? Right? So, back then, we defile the land, by doing all these abominable acts. This is why we was put into the serious punishment there, in the serious slavery, right? On which we still are up to this day, right? You could get that in Deuteronomy 28, right? You must obey all my decrees and regulations. You must not commit any of these detestable sin. This applies both to native-born Israel and to the foreigners living among you. All these testable activities are practiced by the people of the land where I am taking you, and this is how the land has become defiled. So do not defile the land and give it a reason to vomit you out, right? To vomit you out, which means to kill you, right? That's what it basically means. Give you plagues and all these things, right? And it will vomit out the people who live there now, right? Whosoever commits any of these detestable sin will be cut off from the community of Israel, right? And you realize they're talking about a peculiar people, right? So obey my instructions and do not defile yourself by committing any of these detestable practices that were committed by the people who live in the land before you. I am Yahweh, your power, right? So you all can see how deep this thing goes, right? But our people, some of our people are lost. They are lost, right? They are lost, right? But I hope that this lesson was edifying. And to that, I'd like to say Kal Halayam La Alahay Nawa Yahweh Hashem Shai Hashem Kakadash, that will honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Masonic. Well, Shalom. and to the brothers that pushing this weeks in truth and the sincerity told focus it, and shalom unto you Akwatiyam who's listening and learning. This is your brother Kratazar. Until next time, shalom.